What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick and I hope you guys are doing well whenever you are checking out this latest music related video here on the YouTube channel. Today I am going to be doing something a little bit different here, inspired by my close buddy Mike over at Mike's Talks and Thoughts here. He recently published a video on his channel where he showed off his hat collection. He's a big fan of collecting baseball caps, snapbacks, all that great stuff. And today I'm going to be doing something similar by showing you guys all of the awesome band t-shirts that I've been collecting over the past few years here. Definitely a hobby of mine that I love to do, tying into music, of course. I have 25 of them to show you here, beginning with this one by AC/DC here. This very simple but sleek white shirt with the band members up front. Of course, Angus Young there with the double horns, super iconic, one of my favorite guitarists out there. This one I wear all the time, absolutely love it. Next up is Avenged Sevenfold here, this very simple black tee I got at Spencer's here. This one I actually got for free. If you are familiar with Spencer's, you get those little punch cards there. Every 4 t-shirts you buy, you get one for free, and snagged this one over a couple years ago. This is another iconic one. Next up is Motley Crue here, Every Mother's Nightmare Tour 1984. Another simple white one, the great contrast between the red font and the white background. This is another one that I wear all the time here. Of course, the band members as well, just absolutely wild and reckless, that hair metal era. Speaking of hair metal, Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. You guys know I love Guns N' Roses and this album, one of my favorite rock albums of all time there. This one, that super iconic look. I mean, the album cover there with the skull faces and the crazy hairdo as well, just screaming from the 80s there. Absolutely love Guns N' Roses. Next up is Red Hot Chili Peppers, the simple logo tee. I think I got this one at Hot Topic, I believe. Just super simple and super sleek, but one of my favorites as well here. Matches with any black outfit that you're going for. Following that, we have Rancid here, Sick Sick World. Now, this is a very interesting story of how I got this one. Me and Steph were doing a garage sale a couple years back, and her sister donated a bunch of old clothes that she had, this being one of them. And I didn't really know it at the time, but this design just really struck out to me, and I wanted to snag it for my collection there. So that's how I attained this one. Rancid, of course, a great punk group. Next up is My Chemical Romance, The Black Parade here. I wear this one all the time in various videos, and this is another one that's just super iconic there with the soldier, of course, on the front. MCR, one of my favorite pop punk groups, and The Black Parade, one of my favorite pop punk albums there. Take Off the Last Rocket, another one I got at Spencer's here for free using the punch card there. This is another iconic one. Of course, Takeoff is one of my favorite rappers out there from the Migos there, and his solo debut, The Last Rocket, a fantastic project. Had to snag this one. Next up is Purple Rain here by Prince. This is another just super sleek one with him in the fog on the motorcycle. That very iconic image of him from the album there and the movie, of course. I wear this one to work quite a bit. One of my coworkers, Joe, a big fan of Prince, and he really likes this shirt, and I like it too. Very sleek. Next up is the Beatles, Please Please Me, against the light blue backdrop there. This is one of my oldest shirts, if you couldn't already tell. This one definitely beat up a little bit. I've had this one for years, but it's still definitely one that I keep in rotation there. Beatles, one of my favorites. The Ramones here, simple black t-shirt, another one that Joe really likes from my work, of course. Actually, one day I wore this and he thought it was the Munsters, believe it or not. Couldn't see the band logo up front, but I thought that was kind of funny. And yeah, the Ramones, a great punk band. The Weeknd here, After Hours, of course, with that iconic logo there and the iconic album cover of him dripping blood. The Weeknd, of course, one of the biggest rock stars and current R&B singers out there. And then, of course, the After Hours logo on the back with the blood dripping down. This one just super stylish, super sleek. Next up is AC/DC here, just a very simple logo design with the lightning bolt, high voltage rock and roll there against the back. Very simple, but one of my favorites as well. NWA Straight Outta Compton here. Recently snagged this one. It was actually a gift to me from Matt, believe it or not, for this past Christmas. So shout out to Matt if you're watching there. Straight Outta Compton, one of the best rap albums of all time there. Love the contrast between the black and the white on this one. Of course, the band members up front. And that little blurb on the bottom kind of giving the history of the group and the album there, with the band members' names in bold at the bottom there. Juice WRLD Legends Never Die, his most recent effort here, one of his many albums that came out after his death, of course, but this one just super sleek as well. Love the contrast with the blue and sort of the blurriness of the image, kind of like an old school VHS kind of style there. Another Juice WRLD I got here from Steph, the red and white contrast and the blue, of course, in the title there. Really like that. This one very, very simple, very comfy. This one is. I like the material on this one quite a bit. Another Beatles record we have here, kind of paying homage to their album With the Beatles here, with the classic logo up front. This one just super, super sleek, stylish as well here. It goes great with all the black outfits that I have as well. Next up is AC/DC We Salute You 1982. This was another one that I got from Steph here, this sort of gray, sort of stained look here with the orange letters. It really pops out. Another one that's very, very comfy. Really like wearing this one as well here. I love the flags as well. Australia, of course, representing from AC/DC there. This is a really, really sleek one. Next up is 21 Pilots Trench. This is one of my all-time favorites. I've worn this in plenty of videos in the past. Probably my favorite album by them is Trench, so this one is very fitting here. And I always match it with my 21 Pilots cap, of course. It goes very, very nicely together. Next up is Blink-182 here, this very simple one with the blue and the white contrast there. I love the logo at the bottom, kind of the inverse that you see on the top there with the smiley face. This is just an essential for any Blink-182 fans. The final Beatles shirt in my collection here, Abbey Road here, the black and white sort of filter on this one I think really, really stands out. Absolutely love the Beatles. This is my favorite album by them, so very fitting. I also include this one in my t-shirt collection there. Super iconic image as well of them walking down the street. And as we come to the final section of the video, the Green Day shirts here, I have 4 of them, beginning with American Idiot here, their most iconic album in my eyes, my favorite of them. You guys saw the poster in the background as well. Very fitting that I would have a shirt for this one as well. My favorite album by my favorite band. This one I got at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's another Green Day shirt, as you can see, with the stained sort of letters there. This one was the year that they got inducted, 2015. We took a visit to the Rock Hall and picked this up at the gift shop there. You can see on the bottom left there, you have the 2015 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame logo there. That was the year that they got inducted. And then on the back as well, you can see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame sort of print on the top there. Really, really iconic. This is one of my favorites there. We also have the classic Dookie design here, their biggest and most celebrated album of all time there. This is a very, very simple shirt, very, very comfy as well here. The gray, of course, matching the album's logo there, and just the iconic design that Dookie holds all these years later. Had to snag this one. And the final shirt of the entire collection here is not only the most recent, but my favorite of the entire thing. I got this from my mom for Christmas. Shout out to her. And this is their 35th anniversary shirt. This is from the American Idiot cycle. Of course, you can see the black suits there. Very, very iconic image from that era, and their signatures on the bottom. Thank you for the memories. Thank you guys for the memories, of course. Green Day 35th year anniversary collection. Very, very iconic as well. A true testament to my love and support for this band. So there you have it, folks. That is my collection of all of my awesome band tees. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to share it out with someone who loves music just as much as we do. Subscribe and like this video for more content like this, and we will see you in the next one. Have a good day, everyone. Take care.